Hey class, welcome to World History 2 here at the College of Mid-America. My name is Zach Sandiford. I'm your instructor for this spring semester. And many of you know who I am because you had World History 1 with me last semester. But if you didn't or you don't know who I am, hopefully you'll be able to get to know me some throughout this course as we go through it together. In today's video, I'm going to go through the syllabus with you so you know exactly what the course entails and what you need to do. One of the things that was kind of irritating to me when I went for my bachelor's degree was professors handing out the syllabus on the first day of class and then went right into teaching, and we just kind of floundered along with what to know or what we had to do for the class. But I don't want you guys to be like that. I want you to know exactly what you need to do. And so in today's video, we're going to go through the syllabus so you know everything that is required for the course, with the lectures, the reading, the exams, the research paper. That way, if there's any issues, you can contact me, and we already have a step forward on dealing with any issues. Other than that, I want to thank you for being in this class. Stay tuned for the PowerPoint, which is the syllabus. Okay, class, I just want to go through the syllabus with you here today so you can know exactly what you need to do for this semester. So if you just want to follow along and make some notes on your syllabus, that way we have everything up to speed. It says here on the screen, World History 2, 4962, spring semester, and here's our dates, January 18th, 2022 to May 11th, 2022. My name and my professor of record. And then down here's the contact information, and definitely the primary way is going to be through the email right there. If you want to jot that down, or it's obviously saved in Outlook for you because I'm a teacher. So that's going to be the primary way of communicating, is through the email. Send me an email if you have any problems. And then over here, this is the residential side. They meet Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8 to 8:50 in the morning. But online, you just have to log in 3 times a week. Okay, so we'll just move down through. Okay, so the course description and rationale. This course will study the significant development of the world from the 15th century to the present day. So that's where we left off at our previous course in World History 1. It will investigate the world's civilizations, their origins, cultures, governments, tenures, religions, and contributions. The instructor has designed the assignments, lectures, and class discussions to provide a foundation for understanding major events, eras, and persons during the corresponding time period. And then you can see here the course objectives. You can read those on your own. So at the end of this class, you should be able to do these couple of things here. All right, professor availability. Again, as it says right here, the main method of communication is through the student email account. Okay, so our required texts and assignments. Okay, so you have one textbook right here. It is Traditions and Encounters, Global Perspective on the Past, Volume 2 from 1500 to present, 6th edition. It's basically the second half of the book that we had for World History 1. So make sure you get that textbook and read that. Follow the reading schedule. The student is required to complete all the assigned reading. Students will report the amount of reading completed by returning the reading sheet attached to the syllabus. What I'm going to do instead is, at the end of the semester, you will email me what percentage of the reading that you did. So if you read 100% of it, you just say, I read 100% of the reading. If you read 90%, you say you read 90%. And that's going to be your reading grade. It's kind of an honor system, but it's just the way we're going to do it. Okay, research paper. You're going to write one 10-page research paper. It's 10 complete pages of typed text. The works cited page is not part of the 10 pages. And you will write it on an approved person or topic or event related to the course content. So it has to be within the time period we're talking about for this course. Okay, so you can read all this there on your own, but we'll just continue on. Times New Roman 12, double spaced. Okay, if there's any questions on any of this, please ask. You'll write it according to MLA standards, the MLA handbook number, the 9th edition. You'll have a minimum of 10 sources. Half of those sources must be actual books. Do not use all electronic sources. You can use electronic sources, but half of your sources must be actual books. Regarding electronic sources, you may only use credible scholarly websites. You will not use Wikipedia or an individual's website or blog. Okay, so make sure your sources are good. You will have to run it through Grammarly to proof your paper. That's a college policy now. So you have to run your paper through Grammarly before submitting it. When you submit it to me in Word, I will run it through Grammarly, and if I feel that it was never put through Grammarly in the first place, meaning you have a Grammarly score that's very low, it could be returned to you ungraded, and you can be penalized 1 letter grade. Okay, so for the dates for your research paper, you have your topic due on Thursday, February 1st, 2022, which is the 5th week of class. So make sure you write these things down in your calendar. Your thesis outline and your 10 sources are due Thursday, March 3rd, 2022. That's the 7th week of class. Now, your thesis, again, that's a thesis statement. It's not a question. You're going to give me a statement that says what you're going to prove and an outline. And then the 10 sources. Now, the outline should be a complete outline from an introduction to conclusion with your points inside what you're going to be writing about. The sources, 10 sources, they can be tentative sources. You don't have to have exactly the sources you're going to use, because I do know that those sometimes change as you get closer to into writing and all of that. But have 10 sources that you can start with. And then your paper is due Friday, April 5th, 2022 by 11:59 p.m., which is the 13th week of class. Okay, so, and just notice that's a Friday that you're going to send that to me. The research paper is turned in electronically to the professor's email in a Word document, not a PDF. Plagiarism, don't do it. Write an original paper. Okay, so you want to... Actually, I'm not sure. There's a mistake here. Footnote. There's no footnotes. I'm going to scratch that out. Sorry about that. It's MLA citations, in-text citations, not footnotes. Okay, but the point is, don't plagiarize. But you want to have in-text citations. Okay, the footnote, that was there from a Turabian paper. Okay, so course requirements. Okay, so you have 4 sectional exams. 15% each, which equals 60% of the grade. So you can see it there, exam 1, 2, 3, and then the final. Exam 1, February 9th, exam 2, March 29th, exam 3, April 14th, and exam final exam is May 10th at 8 a.m. Now, of course, online, we're going to have to, you have to use a proctor, so we'll schedule that with you can schedule that with your proctor. There'll be a window of time for taking these exams, so it doesn't have to be exactly at 8 a.m. on May 10th, but the final exam must be taken by the time that the semester ends. So please keep in mind your last week of class, you do not have the entire week all the way till like a Sunday to get everything done. That last week of class you have till the end of the semester, which is a Wednesday. Okay, so you have your reading assignments. We already talked about that. That's 10% of your grade, and you'll have to let me know in an email what percentage that you read. Your grade point average is determined on a 12-point grading system. Okay, so there's your grades. So you can see the outline there of your grades, and any other detail you can look at the College Mid-America catalog. Okay, there's really no absence or tardies for online per se. You do have to log in 3 times a week, but I'm really concerned about just making sure that you get the work done. Inclement weather, that really doesn't affect you as an online student. Late work, basically it's the paper. If your paper is late, it gets 5 points off every calendar day. It's not every school day, it's every calendar day. If it's due on a Friday and you hand it in on a Sunday, that's 2 days late. Let's go down here to the class schedule and reading assignments. So you see the dates there. You got a syllabus overview, which is the video you're watching now, and then we have Renaissance and then here's your reading pages. Then we have explorers, so we're going to do exploration, then we'll move into the Reformation. We'll be talking about the Reformation for a couple of weeks. So Reformation Luther, Reformation Calvin, Reformation Anabaptists, Reformation Roman Catholic Church, and then we get to exam 1. Changing Europe is New Monarchs. Changing Europe, New Monarchs 2. You can see the reading pages. Make sure you get these on your calendar and stay up to date on the reading. Then we're going to move into revolutions with politics and ideas. Revolutions, the U.S. Revolution and ideology, and your research paper topic is due. Okay, so we're going to continue on with revolutions, U.S. Revolutions, French and Napoleon. Then we're going to move into origins and outbreak of World War I, World War I, early actions, World War I, major battles and events. Then your thesis and outline is due. We have spring break. March 15th, we come back, World War I, major battles and events. March 16th, America and World War I, then outcomes and legacy. Post-war and global depression. Okay, so make sure you get all this stuff on your calendar for reading. Then we have communism and fascism. March 24th, I have no class, a library study day that can help you out with whatever you got to do, reading, catch up on reading, or work on your paper, or exams, or whatever, studying for exams. Okay, so March 29th is exam number 2. March 30th is Nazi Germany, Hitler, National Socialism, Part 1 and 2. Origins of World War II and the Holocaust. World War II, Germany, Britain, France. World War II, U.S. enters the United States enters the war. World War II, major theaters of operation. Europe, Africa, Pacific. World War II, final days. Post-World War II, the treaties and the creation of the United Nations. And then we get to exam 3 on April 14th. The very next day, April 15th, your research paper is due by 11:59 p.m. Okay, then we talk about the Cold War, Korea, and the Berlin Wall, the U.S. versus the Soviet Union, the Cold War, Cuba. This isn't supposed to be verses, actually. It's supposed to be and. Okay, so Cuba and Vietnam. There's going to be a short video on Vietnam. Okay, then there's going to be Middle East issues and Zionism, the Middle East, the Gulf War, and then on May 4th we'll cover September 11, 2001, and that's where our course is going to end. May 5th is a final exam review, and final exam at 8 a.m. on May 10th. Again, that's for the students that are in class, but you'll be set up with your proctor. Just a note about the final exam: I will give a study guide for each exam and the exams. All exams, they are non-cumulative, so it's just basically the section that we just taught about. That's what's going to be on each exam. Okay, we have a selected bibliography, so this is for you to be able to look through, and if you need help with sources for maybe something you're interested in writing about, you can look through this bibliography. This is the rubric for grading the research papers, and that's what I'll use for grading your research paper. Okay, this is a paper that says you received the syllabus and that you understand it. All you need to do, instead of signing this and tearing it out and scanning it or anything like that, all you have to do is just send me an email saying that you received the syllabus and you understand it. That's all you got to do. I'll print it out and put it in your file. Okay, this is a reading signature page, but again, like I said, at the end of the semester, you're going to give me the percentage in an email. You'll say I read 90%, and you'll get a 90 for your reading grade. Or if you read 100%, you'll get 100% for your reading grade. Okay, so that is it for our syllabus. If you have any questions about the syllabus, please shoot me an email and I'll get back to you with an answer. See you in a second. Okay, class, that's it for today's video. Again, if there's any issues at all, make sure you send me an email, ask the questions, whatever it is about the syllabus. Also, if there is no other issue, send me an email to zsandiford@mabts.edu and say that you received the syllabus and you understand it. That way I can put that in your record. Other than that, I don't have anything else for today. I'll see you next time for our first lecture.